With the court not granting our client the right to protect himself until this trial in Bloemfontein is finished, then there'll just be more people coming. I expressed yesterday, because I was also asked about the issue of Showmax, that are we now saying that if somebody is violated and the person who violates them gets away with it, then the next person should also be allowed to get away with it, and the client is just supposed to fold his hands? I do not believe that my client is the type of person who would ever just sit back and fold his hands and allow people to continue maligning him. So should anything of this nature happen again, I suspect that he will still continue want to fight to protect himself. I do believe what Advocate Maila was saying is, and this is true, right? I mean, it's not a fabrication. There are many ways to depart from a place. Yes, the place in question here is prison, but the argument is that is precisely what is before the court. The court needs to determine, A, did Thabo Bester leave prison? B, how did he leave prison? Right? It's not a foregone conclusion. So the idea that he escaped, that's a conviction on his part. And we're saying we cannot be allowed to make pronouncements on issues that are before a court, that are yet to be tested, where evidence is yet to be led, where even a plea is yet to be entered, right? So basically, Advocate Maila was merely stating what is a fact. There are many ways to depart from a place. You don't necessarily always have to go out running. We're still doing pre-trial things, case management, so we haven't even gotten to a state where we actually hear what the accused are pleading, whether they're pleading guilty or innocent. We don't know yet. No pleas have been entered as to the record, but already there's a foregone conclusion in the public that, of course, this man escaped, as though there's only one way to depart from a place, and that's by running away. Remember that SCA matter, my client was not even part of that application. That was done on behalf of Dr. Makutumani. He was not even part of the proceedings, but this statement was made. So we sit here where if an honorable court can make such a pronouncement, what then about our lay citizens who are sitting on the couch watching Netflix or watching the news? Then it would follow them. They would also be, inclined to make such foregone conclusions as well. Remember, whoever is participating in the documentary, whatever they're saying, our client still has the right to institute whatever applications for damages or actions for damages that he may see fit at the time, but we haven't actually had sight of the documentary. So the issue we're trying to avoid was a further forward into this wildfire, as Advocate Maila had explained it yesterday, that's already going on, that our client is being seen as somebody who escaped from prison, and that hasn't actually even been proven in court. His side of the story hasn't even been heard, and he wants to tell his side of the story. Mind you, he's very eager to have his side of the story told, but he hasn't had that opportunity, and not for lack of trying, because the trial hasn't come to that point yet where we can even hear from him.